it's John from High Oak Junction. Welcome to the latest video. I must apologise for not posting the video sooner, but I've been busy with holidays. We had a camping weekend in September, then went to Lake District last month for a week, and obviously we had weddings and other bits and pieces going on. And plus the weather's been pretty good in September and the beginning of October. So now it's turned to the autumn and the weather has gone downhill over the last few weeks. So once again, we're back up in the loft. I have been making slow progress on the girder bridge, what you saw in my last video. There will be a part 2 coming soon as we're nearly finishing it off, and that'll be the main bridge itself. And then after that, I've just been doing some landscaping work around the bridge, producing and making a cutting and embankment. Dropping down to the main line, and the other side is where the coal yard depot is there. So that'll be the next project, and fitting a signal, a home signal. Thanks for the comment of I can't remember your name, who suggested what signal to put in there. So I will be doing that. So thank you for that comment and suggestion. So the idea of this video is to talk about the former engine shed to High Oak Junction. What is on my right, and to you it's on your left. What used to be a 4-road engine shed, diesel depot. We used to have a turntable there, and I'll put a link at the above there. You can click on that and see the 12 High Oak Junction, how it used to look before we've done these major alterations to the layout and replaced the boards on this side along the top and where the former engine shed used to be. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is what I've got planned for that part of the layout now. Some of it's going to stay the same, like there's oil tank storage, and that's going to be there still. That's not going to change. And the diesel depot will be put back there. Just be a slight alteration, but we'll have a look in a minute and see what I've got planned. Please feel free to leave comments below if you've got any suggestions, what I'm now going to show you. If something sticks out to you or what I've missed, please mention in the comments below, and I'll read them up and look into it and see if that suggestion works here at High Oak Junction. So what we'll do now, we'll take a look to the storage area where I'm going to be planned to have some alterations on this layout. Right, we're now at the area what used to be the 4-road engine shed. Used to be positioned roughly here. Here was the turntable. The diesel depot is still in the same area. You can just see where my finger is, where the fueling point is. That used to be more that way. We'll explain where it is now in a minute. But first of all, and the all storage where the wagons, tanker wagons are still going to be the same. So that's all good. Sorry about the mess, but it's just been just a holding area for junk and buildings at the moment, since we've been lifting boards and replacing boards. Anyway, back to the case in question. Obviously this part of the layout, I wanted to create a scene, a realistic scene, a scenic scene, but at the same time to be useful for storing rolling stock. And usually in the big railway hub you would have a thing called a carriage shed, where the carriage shed they used to use for maintaining and cleaning like rolling stock like this, ready for the next day's journey. So what I've done, I looked in the Pico catalogue, and Wheels Ratio do a carriage shed kit. And as you can see, I've got 2 pieces of paper here, because one is one shed, and there's a gap there to make it length of 2 sheds together, because the paper's just too short. Each shed is 320 millimeters, 105 wide, and so altogether it's let's get my maths right, 640. So there's the 640 run here, and as you can see, if I just got one coach or one shed, you know what, one coach in there, having 2 sheds joined together, you can see I get 2 coaches and plus a quarter of the 3rd coach. So that means I've got 3 in one road, 3 in another road, And also what I'm going to do, as you can see here, I've got an SL87 here, Pico code 100. What's going to create another 2 roads coming down here. So it means another 3 coaches in the either road. So it gives you 12 coaches storage overall. And at the same time, just roughly around here will be an SL86, and I'll come back up as a head shunt to where this good brake van is. So I'm utilizing the space around this area of the board and create another storage area for wagons or brake vans or whatever. And maybe once I've got in situ, I've got a little bit of space, I might have another head shunt here just to store about 3 or 4 wagons or brake vans on this part of the board. And then this area of the board be completed and using good use of space at the same time, good storage, and also, like I said, creating a scenic scene. Next point, the diesel depot. As I said earlier, it was situated just on that lip there where the fueling point was. The reason I've brought it forward this way is to create, as you can see, another road. So because what I want to do is create another longer road for fueling point. So originally the fueling point used to be there and the other one was there, and so you only could get locos on that side. Was like 2 24s, and this side used to come out the shed and face this one. So what I'm going to do now, there used to be a set track point, one of these ghastly things. I call them ghastly because I always had trouble with derailment, especially when the fast 40 went on there. That's too tight radius, so that's been pulled out. And this point here we pulled out, and this track work to be altered because I'm going to create longer sidings. If you have a look over there, you've got 2 short sidings, so they'll be longer, so you can have more storage of diesel locos, and at the same time creating a longer road at the back here for the fueling point. So at the same time, I'm going to put, as you can see, left hand medium, so that will go roughly about there. So it means you've got the diesel can sit on that piece of track before it turns off, and this fueling point will be positioned here. And then what happens, and then there'll be another left hand point here. So what can happen, a train can come out of here up to there, back up onto that fueling point, or you can come straight up, round, connect on that point there, come back down again onto this fueling point there. But if there's a loco already sitting there, what he can do if one's there, he can just come round, bypass it, and out to go on his daily activities. So, and then obviously this being created longer right at the back means more storage for the diesels over there. So that's what I've got in mind. You can see the spur. I've got 2 spurs off that branch line that goes to the bay platform. I've got this one here what connect the road on that side of the fueling point, and then we'll have another SL87 here, so that will create connection for that road, and then obviously the track here for that part of the layout. Then what I'll do next, I'll be fitting this down, the cork, and on this board here, and once that's all fitted down, then what we'll do, we'll get the track on how I have it planned, and then we'll do testing runs of coaching stock, running over the points if it's tight, any snags, any issues with locos, whatever. And if it's all good to go, then we'll lift it up the track, we'll mark where the point motors are before we lift the track up, and we'll drill the holes for the point motors, and then we'll pin the track down ready to be used. And then that'll just be wearing the track like I usually do, but other bits and pieces will come later, but at least that'll be done, and we can use the track and the space. And obviously with this is the last major track work on the layout, because the only bit of the track we're left to do is at the harbour scene, what's only up to the turntable, and obviously where the good shed's going to be with a head shunt. but this is the last major track work left to do, so I'd like to get this done and use the space. You know, it's just nice to, you know, store the bits and pieces on here, so that will create a lovely scene on the layout. And if there's any things I've missed, what you think will be more better than what I suggest, then please leave in the comments below. And I'd like to hear your thoughts and suggestions, and see if I can use them here on this part of the layout. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep safe, and most importantly, keep modeling. We'll catch you in the next video.